I know. So from your videos, do you claim to be a agnostic?
So there's a few different definitions that atheists use, and if you're familiar with like the atheist community, which I don't like being a part of the atheist community, but if you're familiar with them, they're constantly arguing over the definition of atheist. So I think probably with what you're familiar with, where correct me if I'm wrong, but if you believe that an atheist is someone who believes for a fact that there is no God, then I'm not an atheist. That would make me agnostic. A lot of atheists, though, when they say that they're an atheist, they just mean that they don't believe that there's a God. It doesn't mean that they believe that there's absolutely not one. It's just they're not currently convinced that there's a God. With that definition, I would be considered an atheist because, yeah, I don't believe it, but that doesn't mean I think it's impossible, you know. So I think for a lot of Christians, they use the first definition, and that would absolutely make me an agnostic. And I'm more than comfortable using that label. Because, yeah, I don't know. There very well may be a God. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like I personally, I wouldn't call you an atheist because, um,
Yeah,
so like
Jimmy.
there's like
Yeah,
three different things. There's like atheist is like no God, agnostic.
right.
I don't know if there is a God,
Yeah,
and then a theist is somebody who does believe that there's a God.
yeah, or at least some sort of a higher power.
Yeah. So,
That's
if
I
anything is
like that
said,
definition better. It's a lot more simple.
yeah,
But you do have to understand what people mean when they use certain words because I've learned the hard way that some words that I assume have this very strict definition. Actually, there are people who use different definitions for those words, like religion. If somebody wants to say something is a religion, it's probably good to know what they mean by religion. Same with a lot of different words. I hate that it's that way, but
yeah,
if you engage with people online, just be warned that people will get very upset about the way certain words are used.
yeah. I try to ask people what they
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Like I understand what you're saying because like I don't really like being called religious. I like being
Mm,
called spiritual. I'm not I'm not doing all this stuff to be a better person or to get into heaven. I'm doing it because I love Jesus and so like
yeah,
I spiritually connect with him. It's not about the works, the fruit. It's about the spirituality of it.
mm,
So I prefer to be called spiritual than religious.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I know people who do that too, and that's where I've kind of got a hard opinion about that. I mean, I do not like that loose of a definition for religion, but because I think a religion is a system of beliefs that also revolves around some higher meaning, whether that be a god or an idea. That's kind of loosely what I would think of a religion as. And, um, you know, by that definition, if you believe in the Bible, if you believe in Christianity, you're absolutely religious because you're part of a religion. But, I mean, I get
Yeah.
what you're saying.
I do religious things because I'm spiritual.
yeah. But is Christianity a religion?
Um, to the world, yeah, but
Okay.
like the Bible, it's not really based on works. It's based on loving God.
Mm,
Well, refers to Christianity as a religion, though. Because there's some verse that says, I wish I knew it. There's a video years ago I did where I used this verse. Something along the lines, though, like if you worship, if you love God but don't control your tongue, then your religion is worthless. Something like that. I don't remember where that's at, but I remember that
Yeah,
verse loosely. It
yeah, I know.
refers to religion being important. The
Yeah,
Bible actually, in that verse, it implies that religion is important.
Yeah, I'm not. I know what verse you're talking about,
Yeah,
but I'm
I
not
wish I
sure
could.
if it
Wish I could recall
says
it.
religion. It might call it something else that means the same thing. Like you,
Well, I mean, at least in one,
yeah,
or possibly more, but at least one
yeah,
version of the Bible, translation of the Bible, it does use the word religion.
yeah. But I know what verse you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not by heart, but I know what you're talking
No,
about.
yeah, yeah. It's something about if you don't control your tongue, then your
Yeah.
religion is worthless.
It's the same with like like especially Catholicism. It's based on
Mm,
like tradition wise.
mm,
Some of the people are raised Catholics, but they don't even believe. They might not even believe in the things that God says He is, or they might just be doing it because that's what their family does. A lot of
no,
people,
Definitely traditional Catholicism, people that are just Catholics by tradition. It's the same. There's a lot of Jews who are just traditional Jews. They're not necessarily practicing Jews. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I tend to just say I'm spiritual, so
mm,
I don't get it mixed into that crowd.
yeah, what I
So I usually just think they're a stoner.
Yeah, because they get all high.
Yeah. Because usually if you
Uh,
ask a stoner, whether they believe in a God or not, they'll be like, dude, I'm just a spiritual man.
yeah, because of their thoughts.
Yeah.
Um, so I should have read these before I came on here. But your video about do atheists secretly believe in the Bible? Um,
mm,
Arguments are that Christians dedicate. Okay, so I think you were saying that people dedicate their life to something that they don't necessarily believe in. Um, but
mm.
um, so when we dedicate our life to something based, so let's just call it debunking something. We're not saying that
Okay.
we're trusting in that thing that we're debunking, but we believe that the concept of the thing that everybody else believes in is real. Like for me to say that I believe that the tooth fairy is a concept would be true, but just because I believe that it's a concept doesn't mean that I
Oh, no.
I know what you're talking about now. It took me a second. I was trying to recall that. Yeah, so in the video, I think I'm responding to like Pastor Greg Locke, right?
yeah
And some people who say that atheists secretly believe in the Bible because they argue against Christianity, right? Is that the video?
yeah
Yeah, so I'm not saying that's a good argument. I'm saying that's a bad argument. And as an example, I believe what I'm saying in the video is, as an example, Christians argue against evolution and things like that. But that doesn't mean that they secretly believe in those things. I was using that as a point to disprove Greg Locke's argument, which is that if you're arguing against something, then you secretly believe in it. That's rubbish,
yeah.
Yeah, it totally makes
So
sense for people to argue against things in order to debunk that thing because they think that there's some idea in it that's harmful.
yeah. Um, so the thing, so the reason why um, Christians believe that every person has an idea. So like, I wouldn't say that we believe that. So I don't believe that you worship a god, but I believe that you've had the concept that there could be a god at one point in your life.
Oh, well, I mean, I used to be a Christian, so I absolutely did
Yeah.
believe that there was a God. And now I think it's entirely possible that there's a god or many gods or
Yeah.
something that just it's possible that some sort of a greater power, maybe even something that we couldn't even refer to as a god, but it's something greater than us. It's possible, yeah.
Yeah. So like, but that goes for anybody. Like, just like I personally believe that everybody, they see creation and they wonder if there is a God.
I don't know if that's true for everybody. I mean, I'm sure most people at some point they look around and they wonder where it all came from. I mean, that makes sense to think that.
Yeah. And so the reason why I believe that is because it's not only because I've had the same thoughts. Like before I was a Christian, I wondered what happened. Like I've wondered all the questions that you've had. Like, what happens when I die? Does it just turn all black? Does it just stop? How did I get here? Are there other people out there in space? And but then also the Bible itself says that everybody believes that everybody knows that there is a creator. Not necessarily that they worship one, but they have the idea in their mind. And I would say that it's safe to assume that everybody does have that intellect, unless they have like they're born wrong, like, you know what I mean, a mental disability, like they have a concept that there could be a God.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has that. I don't think it's accurate what the Bible says that everybody knows that there is some greater power. Because I know, though, at some points in my life, I've been certain that there wasn't one, like absolutely certain that there wasn't one. I don't have that confidence anymore that there's not something greater, but I did at some point, and I know a lot of people who do absolutely hardcore believe that there's no higher power, no God. I don't have that hard of opinion, but some people do. So I don't think the Bible is correct there.
Yeah, but it just goes in and out. Like I'm not saying that they stick to that thought forever. Like, just like, you know how when you do something and you feel guilty for a moment, but then it kind of disappears, and then or you think about hell, and then you stop thinking about it, and then you just don't think about it for a while. It's the same with God. I think that's how it works. Like, somebody thinks about the concept of there being a creator, and they really think about it, and they're like, nah, not true, and then they go think about something else, but then it's just a thing that keeps popping up in their mind, but they always throw it away. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I think, because like I'm a human. I get, if I get these thoughts, then odds are other people get these thoughts. That's why.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not always going to be true with everything. But
thanks for watching, everybody. If you're not subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, hit the bell icon, and if you're not subscribed to Noah Buddy, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Click the like button on his part of this video and click the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever he uploads some new videos.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, I really want to encourage you to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share it on Facebook, any other social media platform. So basically, whenever YouTube sees a subscriber watches my video, YouTube is more inclined to distribute my video to other people or groups. So if someone is watching my video without subscribing, it would help tremendously if they did subscribe. If you're a regular viewer, please subscribe. It'll help the channel grow. Maybe one day I can become full-time, be an evangelist full-time doing YouTube. And so this is a free way that you can support me, is just by subscribing, because you're already watching the content, so why not subscribe? And if you're a new viewer and if you liked the video, I just want to encourage you. This is the content you're going to be getting all the time. It'll really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. So thanks for watching this. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a blessed day.